Hey there, Nintendo Chit Chatters. This is Eddy Ray. We're starting our broadcast soon for Nintendo Chit Chat Minute Gaming News. Make sure you blast the like button for the stream. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google, wherever you can. We'll be getting going here in a few minutes, so stay tuned. Tonight's broadcast and episode is brought to you by Mastiff Games and Party Planet, guys. Check it out. Now available in the Nintendo Switch eShop and through GameStop exclusively. Stay tuned in the show for a full trailer of the game so you can check it out and see what it's all about. Mastiff Games, Party Planet. Thanks very much, guys. Also want to give you guys a little bit of a shout out as well for Mastiff Games, Party Planet. They're doing a really cool giveaway, everybody. This is the New Year giveaway. If you go to the description below the stream here tonight, we actually have a link for this. Check it out. It's really awesome. All the rules are in the link, so click that link. Party Planet Mastiff Games New Year giveaway. They're giving away some pairs of Joy-Cons, as you can see. The Hori Play Stand as well. A really cool game case, too. And this is ongoing throughout the month of January, so you have some time to enter it. But check out the rules, what you have to do to enter. Everything is there at the link. You can also go to partyplanetgame.com to check it out. And thanks to Mastiff Games with Party Planet. Welcome, everybody. How are you out there in the internet land? I'm your host, Eddy Ray, and welcome to episode 2 of Nintendo Chit Chat Minute Gaming News. Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you in chat. We'll be checking chat here from time to time. So yeah, I got my Splatoon 2 hat on, but Splatoon 2 headset. This came out with Splatoon 2. It's like 40 or 50 bucks, I think. Also has a mic attaches to it. It's pretty awesome. I love it. These little plates can change to green, but for green screen, not a good idea. So welcome, guys. Got a new mic setup as well. We are working out the bugs in this broadcast. But I want to give a shout out to Mastiff Games and Party Planet, released on the Switch about a month or so ago. They are kind of sponsoring our broadcast tonight. We're doing a giveaway too. So check out the description below, guys. If you want to win Party Planet, we have a couple game codes to give away. Also a physical copy coming soon. So we'll be giving out one game code this week, one next week, and then the physical game the following week. So 3 weeks, you have a chance to win Party Planet on the Switch. Really cool mini game collection for 1 to 4 players. So check it out, guys. Go to the description right now and enter our contest. It's all being held at NintendoChitChat.com. Awesome. So welcome. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit that like button as well, too, guys. Don't forget that because that is very important, hitting that like button. All right, we're going to bring on our co-host. She was here for our first episode. Please welcome, guys, in chat to Samantha Lienhard. Samantha, how are you today?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing well.
Great. So we, of course, if you guys watched our first episode or broadcast, we were doing Skype calls, but we ended that. So we are doing Discord now. So hopefully Discord works a lot better. But I wanted to get right into the news with you guys. And we're going to be starting with an article that kind of kicked off the entire week of news for us. And that is the strange saga of the unannounced January Nintendo Direct. Now, here we were last week talking about, there's so many rumors going on, and we think it's going to be January 11th, but we didn't know much else besides that. And Samantha, looking at your article here, we actually had rumors for the Direct back in November, I think, right?
Yes, that's when the first rumors started. There was a supposed leak of an email from EA saying that information about their game would be coming in the January Nintendo Direct.
Right, and if you guys missed it, I guess the game that might be in question was an EA original, I guess they call it, correct?
Yes, it's called Faye, I think is how you say it.
Yeah, Faye, F-E, Faye. And that's like an action-adventure game, I believe?
It's sort of exploration-driven, I believe.
Cool. And that's under the tagline of EA Originals, which is, I guess, kind of a different development wing of something of EA?
Well, the developer is an independent developer called Zoink Games.
Okay, gotcha. And they're kind of, I guess, helping publish and push the game out to, I guess, the masses or whatever. That's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, that's how it all started back in November, guys. So if you were wondering in chat about this Direct for January, rumor started in November from that EA email leak, apparently. And of course, if I recall correctly, Samantha, the last Direct we had was in September, I believe?
Yes, that might be true.
I think it was like one of the bigger Directs we had in September, and that was pretty much it. Because I think I actually streamed that live as they were doing it. We learned about a bunch of different announcements for the Switch and 3DS, and that was pretty much it since then. So, anyway, leading up from that EA leaked email, we had then this week kind of making the internet go crazy. It was insane. And we have on screen here for our viewers watching on the YouTube live broadcast, Nintendo of America. They had a tweet on January 5th at 5:02. It says, "What is the secret you're seeking? I know it, ha ha. I can't tell you. It's hiding somewhere and no peeking. Go find it, scraw, caw." So this is the big toucan from Super Mario Odyssey, correct?
Yes, this is the bird in Super Mario Odyssey that will give you hints about power moons, and this is the dialogue that he always says before giving you the hint.
So I guess people were popping in Super Mario Odyssey and trying to figure out what are they talking about.
Well, they took it to mean that there was some sort of clue because everyone was talking about the Nintendo Direct.
Right.
The secret is the Nintendo Direct, so they were saying, are there clues in the message? Are there clues in the image?
Right. That's pretty funny. And then what added more fuel to the fire was what happened, I think, shortly after that. And speaking of this tweet, by the way, they had over 3,000 retweets, 1,300 comments, 14,000 and change likes. So it was pretty much viral as soon as it went out on January 5th. Then the plot thickened. I guess we had this image, and people who aren't really familiar with the franchise are probably like, what is this? This was a flaming chibi robo, like on fire, holding his little plug and everything like that. And what did you make of this when you saw this, Samantha?
At the time, it seemed like if they had tweeted it at any other time, it would have just been, okay, they decided to tweet a Chibi Robo image for some reason, and maybe people would be speculating about maybe a new game coming out. But because of what was going on, people started reading all sorts of things into it.
Right, right. Yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this either they're just I automatically thought like, okay, there's gonna be like a Chibi Robo announcement. Like, what is this? And then I've heard other people say, you know, this is the most attention this franchise has ever had for Nintendo and for its fans. Like, even like the last game, like Ziplash, didn't do very well for Nintendo, and I think this image has gotten more press than that game actually did.
It might have, yes.
But yeah, so apparently, guys, Chibi Robo is still alive. Whether he's cooled down or not, we don't know. But I think he's still on fire. Who knows? But so that was hilarious. So I added a few more images to this because in your article, and of course too, we had a few more responses from this, and not just directly from Nintendo themselves, but other official accounts.
Started replying.
Yeah, so I guess the next one we all saw was by Mega Man's official account. And that was, I guess, Heat Man, right?
Yes.
And that was a verified, official account. And then after that, there was Nintendo New York, which is a Nintendo store in New York City. They had posted, I guess it was, we actually had Doom first. Doom was there too, giving a thumbs up in flames. And then I think Nintendo New York posted this me in a hot dog outfit, which is pretty weird. Which really didn't fit in with anything on fire or anything like that. Unless it was a spicy chili dog, but I have no clue about that.
And I don't think theirs was a reply. I think theirs was just random, but because of what was going on at the time, people found it and said, is this a clue too?
Got you. Okay, so it wasn't a reply. Okay, cool. It was just a post. So yeah, who knows if that was just them adding fuel to the fire indirectly, or who knows. Yes. But yeah, so that was the saga leading up to what happened on Thursday, and of course that was the drop of the mini Nintendo Direct. So We're going to take a break, guys, and we'll be right back with Samantha in about a minute and a half. We want to show you guys a little video too of Party Planet by Mastiff Games. A little trailer. We'll get right back with you guys soon, so stay tuned. I'm Eddy for NintendoChitChat.com. Stay tuned, guys. This episode of Nintendo Chit Chat Minute Gaming News is also brought to you by Mastiff Games, bringing you Party Planet on the Nintendo Switch, now available in the Nintendo Switch eShop and exclusively through GameStop.com. Take a look at the trailer.
Mastiff. Taeon.
There's a party, and the whole planet is invited. Except these marauding Vikings. Fleet! Total those Totems. Chop chop! Run, jump, fly, putt, and blast through 30 fantastic party games, including Hopper Jump, Bounce for the Win, Fruit Invaders, Who Said Fruit Was Good For You, Super Vegan Anaconda, Super Vegan What? And many more. It's good fun for up to 4 players, and it's on Nintendo Switch.
Today's episode is also brought to you by NintendoChitChat.com, for the love of gaming. NintendoChitChat.com is your main community hub and resource for Nintendo fans. Register for free today and gain access to our live chat rooms. Gain access to our forums to post new content and comment on our blog articles too. We have a full blog section for our unique interviews, news articles, and much, much more. We have a full member section, activity feed, achievements, and tons more to explore. NintendoChitChat.com, for the love of gaming. Check it out today and make your free account. All right, and we are back, everybody. Good to see you guys out there. A little bit of a glitch in the audio and I think video there, but hopefully you guys saw the trailer for Party Planet. If not, you can go to YouTube and search Party Planet on the Switch and find it there as well. And don't forget our giveaway. Thanks to Mastiff Games, guys. We're giving away a digital code of Party Planet this week. It will end on Thursday. We'll announce the winner on this broadcast next Friday as well. So check it out. The description and the link is all below of how to enter. Cool. All right, Samantha, are you back with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. So we're going to get into the news, basically covering everything in the Direct. And this is considered a mini Direct because I guess it was about 15 minutes in length, right?
Yes.
Cool. And this was just Switch stuff too. So maybe at the end of this, we'll discuss a little bit more about the 3DS as well. But let's cover all the Switch news that was kind of packed into this 15 minutes. It started off with The World Ends With You. This is the final remix for the Switch as well. And can you explain more about this game?
The World Ends With You is an excellent role-playing game. It's one of my favorites, actually. That was for the Nintendo DS. And a long time ago, they teased the sequel that never happened. But now it's being remastered for the Switch, and it's going to have a new epilogue scenario with a new character and new story content. So very excited to see what that's going to be like.
Awesome. Yeah, I never played this game on the DS. I've heard of it. I've heard everybody talk about it. So this is going to be very interesting. Is there a release date for this or no?
No, so far they just said, I think they said 2018, but I don't think they gave anything more specific than that.
Okay, yeah, I would think it'd come this year because it is January, so there's plenty of time for this game to come out. They're announcing it now, so yeah, I would feel it'll be 2018. That's great. So moving on from The World Ends With You, the final remix, we had a few other notable stuff here. We also had Pokken Tournament DX, and there was going to be 2 waves of DLC. What's the deal on that, Samantha?
Well, they've got the first wave of DLC is coming on January 31st, and that's going to include as a new playable Pokemon, and then 2 new support Pokemon, Mega Rayquaza and Mimikyu.
Awesome.
Wave 2 is going to be out on March 23rd, and that will have Blastoise as a playable Pokemon, and Mew and Celebi as support characters.
Cool. Great. And
there
that
are
all
also
comes...
avatar items.
Okay,
avatar
cool.
items that you get when you order it now.
Right. Awesome. Cool. And that is paid DLC, right? So this, what was the price on this? Do we have a price for that yet?
I'm not sure.
I want to say like 14 or 15, something like that, but you can look it up if you like. But yeah, so Pokken Tournament DX is getting some more support with those 2 DLC packs. That's pretty awesome. They didn't forget about the game. The game is still being supported, which is great, bringing some more features and characters to it. That's cool. So as she looks up that, we also had a really biggie for everybody out there, including one of our subscribers, Tyler, the Kirby fan. We have a lot of Kirby fans out there, and this is Kirby Star Allies on the Switch. It looks really good. It received a release date as well, which will be March 16th. What is so special about this Kirby Star Allies, Samantha? Do you know?
Kirby Star Allies. Well, the big thing about it is that they announced there's a 4-player co-op.
Yes. Yeah, that looks super fun. That's there's combined friend abilities, and there was something called the Friend Train in the trailer. Did you see that?
What was it called?
Called the Friend Train in the trailer. It looked really cool.
Abilities, the Friend Train, huh?
Yeah, it looked pretty awesome. I'm not quite sure what it was all about, but might be like a co-op ability or something like that. I really have no idea. But there is the Artist ability and also the Spider ability that were, I guess, shown or mentioned in the mini direct as well. So this game comes out on the 16th, guys. So you have about 2 months for that to come out in March. So we're in the middle of January right now. So you have 2 months away, not too far away. And then they also announced there were demos available for the eShop, Kirby Battle Royale, and of course we also learned there was a Dragon Quest Builders demo, correct?
Right, and both of those demos are available right now. Cool.
So guys, after the broadcast or whatever, go check out those demos. Of course, Battle Royale is available in the 3DS eShop, and Dragon Quest Builders in the Switch eShop, so check those out. And then we learned of a little bit of a surprise. I figured this was coming over to the Switch, but I didn't know how soon, especially considering we just had Fire Emblem Warriors come out late last year. Now we're learning of the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors. Samantha, tell us more about this game.
I think the best thing about it is that it has the content from both of the versions, because Hyrule Warriors came out for the Wii U first as sort of a Dynasty Warriors style action game with Legend of Zelda characters. And then the 3DS version came out, which had some new characters and new maps. And for the Switch is going to have all of the content from both versions as well as all of the DLC content.
Right, yeah, so this is really going to be the definitive edition of the game. I had the 3DS version just because I collect 3DS games. I never played the 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors Legends, I think it was. And I do have a 3DS XL, a new one. Supposedly it's a little bit better on that platform with the processing power. But yeah, having both of these editions in one on the Switch will be, I think, really super awesome for Switch owners and fans of Legend of Zelda altogether. So we have, I guess, you mentioned the Zelda-based costumes are there for Breath of the Wild too, so that's awesome. And then, of course, we have, I'm really a fan of these, we have Mario Tennis Aces, which is probably my most hyped game. I just love Mario sports games in general, and hopefully this one surpasses expectations. What's so special about Mario Tennis Aces, Samantha?
Well, in general, so far they've only mentioned that there's some new gameplay features to improve it from the previous versions, the previous games in the series. But also there's a story mode in this one as well. It appears to be some sort of a mission-based story mode.
Right, and that's the big deal, I think, as I believe most of the handheld entries for Mario Tennis games have had story modes. Most of the console versions I don't think did. And looking back, the last Mario Tennis game was Ultra Smash on the Wii U, and that was kind of lacking content. So, I think they're here to redeem themselves with Mario Tennis franchise in general. What do you think about that?
It seems like it.
Yeah, I think so. I owned Ultra Smash, but it just seemed like it was missing a bunch of fun features and things like that in the game. So, I'm really looking forward to this. And this is coming out in spring, but no set date, right?
Right, just spring.
Okay, awesome. So seeing you guys in chat room here, good to see you all out there. A lot of people are excited for Mario Tennis, including Fluffy Hamster. You guys are hyped up for Kirby Allies as well on the Switch. That's awesome. So we're going to move on to this next kind of surprise announcement, and this is Ys 8 on the Switch. What is this game all about?
Ys 8 is an action role-playing game. As you can tell, it's the 8th entry in the Ys series. It recently came out for other platforms last year, I believe. It's getting a retranslation for some of those soon.
Right, yeah, I think it was on the PS4, I think late last year it came out.
Right, yeah.
Awesome, and this will be available on the Switch then. I guess pre-order for limited edition is also available.
Yes, yeah, they didn't announce the limited edition in the Direct, but there is a $99.99 limited edition.
Right. I just placed my order, guys, last night. It's available through NIS America, who's I guess publishing the game, and I've had great success with all of their limited editions. They're always great as far as the quality of the items go, and the boxes and the packaging is all superior, I think, to some of the other limited editions out there for other games. So this looks really awesome. I guess looking at this game, I kind of get the feeling it's kind of like a we were talking about this in Twitter, Discord as well as some of my friends and some of our moderators for YouTube. It's like the cross between like Monster Hunter and Xenoblade and Legend of Zelda kind of mixed all into this one cool looking game. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I could see that with the action combat.
Yeah, very much so.
Similarities to some of those.
Cool. All right, yeah, so this game is Ys 8. And wow, I never played the series before, so I'm looking forward to diving into it. Have you played any of the previous entries at all, Samantha, for the series?
I played part of the first one. The first two have a very strange combat system that isn't quite like anything else. So they're a bit Well, I played the first one and got stuck on the boss late in the game,
Oh,
and I
wow.
haven't gone back to it yet. But eventually, I intend to go back to it.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, this will be a new experience for me, and I'm sure for a lot of Switch owners too, and Nintendo fans. So this was kind of a surprise announcement in the mini direct. Christina's super excited. She says it looks beautiful. She's super hyped about that. And cool. Let's move on to the next piece of news, and that would be kind of a surprising thing here. Although we had discussed this through a few articles that you had done, Samantha, about some DLC for Super Mario Odyssey. What's the next update all about?
Well, this is a free update that adds Balloon World, which, unlike what it sounds like, isn't actually a world to explore. Instead, it's a competitive minigame that will be unlocked in the post-game, and you can hide balloons, and then other players will try to find the hidden balloon.
That sounds pretty cool. So Balloon World, and this is hosted by Luigi, right?
And the update is also bringing new costumes and new filters, too.
Okay, very cool. I guess people were wanting to have a playable character as Luigi, but I guess not yet. Is that right? Not yet.
Yes. Well, maybe in the future. Maybe they'll have some more updates and more DLC.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask you next. Do you think we'll see more content throughout the year for Odyssey? Maybe something at E3 announced for Odyssey?
I hope so.
I think it's the kind of game
Ruined
that
Kingdom
would deserve it. Yeah, another Kingdom or something for sure. Cool. All right, so then we have another franchise here I don't know too much about, but apparently this is well, actually, let's go to this first. We'll go to Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and we got the playable character for this game by Ubisoft. This is now DK is available, correct?
Right. Well, he's not available yet, but
Soon.
the DLC is coming this spring.
Awesome.
You can have a new storyline and world in addition to Donkey Kong as a playable character.
Is this paid DLC or is this a free update?
I think it's paid DLC.
Okay, yeah, wasn't sure. I played a little bit of the game, but not too much. But I want to get back into it because DK, that's awesome. What do you guys in the chat room think about DK being in Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle? I think that's super hyped. Cool. JKW says, it's on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, you got that right. Cool. Well, we also have Payday 2 coming out on the Switch. This comes out in February, so the end of February, the 27th. There's a new character which will be timed exclusive, and this is an online co-op shooter type game, correct?
Right.
Okay. And this should be pretty interesting. Payday's been around for a while, and coming to the Switch, Payday 2. Cool. Let's talk about a few other smaller games. And here we have Celeste. This is the action platformer. And this is available this month on January 25th. What's Celeste all about?
Let's see now. This one was announced a while ago, actually.
I thought it was too, but
it was announced last year. We just didn't have a release date for it yet.
Is it a platformer as well, or is it something different? Because I think
it is an action platform.
Okay, an action platformer. Cool.
It's a mountain, and it's supposed to be a very challenging platformer.
Okay. Awesome. So that is January 25th, and then of course talked about Faye earlier. This is the EA Originals game. Cool. That's on February 16th for that Faye game, EA Originals. And then we have DK up on the screen because finally we have the port of the classic, the popular, the hidden gem, the forgotten about kind of for people, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, coming from the Wii U to the Switch. And anything special about this at all? Any additions to it?
Yes. In addition to the main game, they're also bringing a special super easy mode starring Funky Kong, who isn't damaged by spikes and boosts to make him...
So I would take it he's kind of the more easy character to play?
Right, yeah. So you can have that or the normal game that you played on the Wii U.
Cool, that's cool. Because I know I did play it it on the Wii U. I didn't finish it though, but it is a pretty difficult, challenging platforming game. So the addition to Funky Kong and having a little bit easier to go with it would be good for kids, I think, or people who are kind of not good at action or platforming games. So that's cool to have that, I think, added to Tropical Freeze. And I heard it's 1080p as well, which is good. On the Wii U, it was 720p, I think, 60 frames per second. So good addition. Awesome. And then, of course, we had a pretty big announcement. Kind of a surprise, although I think there's a lot of rumors about this too. And this is Dark Souls Remastered. So explain to this audience what Dark Souls is all about.
Well, by now you've probably heard of Dark Souls as a very challenging sort of action role-playing game. Coming to the Switch as a remastered version, it's also including the DLC, Artorias of the Abyss. So everyone will be dying over and over and over again on the Switch. And that's on May 25th.
Awesome. Yeah, and adding to what Samantha just said, Amethyst Rose in chat says she heard Dark Souls is good, but also hard. So yeah, it seemed like a pretty challenging game. But there you go, guys. So Dark Souls Remastered coming to the Switch on May 25th with the DLC and everything that included with it. And so that pretty much wraps up the mini direct, guys. We're going to take a little bit of a break here.
Skip the fighting games.
Yeah, we can talk about the let me talk about this before we go to the break. We had, let me see here, we had SNK Heroines. I wanted to find an image of that, that's why I didn't actually talk about it, but we can talk about that right now. Actually, SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, and this is a fighting game. Explain to us what this is all about.
Well, I don't actually know a lot about the SNK games, but this one apparently is taking all of the SNK games in a 2 versus 2 fighting game. Okay,
that sounds pretty cool. The trailer looked pretty good. Looks like it was a pretty fun fighting game to have. I think the Switch has quite a few, so it's been another good addition to a fighting game genre. Looks like there's a single button special move system, which is good for people who aren't good at fighting games. There's also the dream finishing moves, a new costume system, and more. There's also, I also pre-ordered this as well.
Yes, there's a pretty crazy special edition coming out.
Yeah, I pre-ordered this because I don't know, it looks fun. So, and this is also available, I think, through NIS America. The special edition is called the Diamond Dream Edition. It has the game, a hardcover art book, soundtrack, lapel pins, a sleeveless shirt, a Fatal Cutie cap, a towel, a wrist sweatband, and the special edition box. So say that 10 times fast. It's packed with a lot of stuff. And that goes for about $120 too, though. So there you go. But awesome. Then, of course, the other fighting game was, which one, Samantha?
That was the Neo Geo Art of Fighting 2.
Okay, so another Neo Geo classic here, and this is available in the eShop. Is that available now?
Yes, it's available now.
Cool, so there you go, guys. Check out that in the Switch eShop. ACA, Neo Geo Art of Fighting 2 is now available. So some good fighting games are out and still coming to the Switch. So that ends the mini direct. So, this was a Switch-only direct, but it lasted 15 minutes, so it was jam-packed full of stuff. We'll take a break, Samantha, so come back in about a minute or two. And we're going to take a break, guys, so join us back here in about a minute or two with some more discussions on some more games coming up for the 3DS, too, in 2018. Stay tuned. And don't forget, guys, we also have our special Party Planet game giveaway by Mastiff Games. Go to the description below or go to NintendoChitChat.com and check that out right now. Today's episode is brought to you by NintendoReport.com. Fresh gaming news every 20 minutes. When you visit the homepage, you'll find direct information from Nintendo themselves. We source their YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr accounts. Maybe you want even more details? Click on Nintendo Franchise News. Here we source the main franchises for Nintendo directly from the Facebook pages for The Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart, Super Mario, and Splatoon. If you want more Nintendo news, click on Other Nintendo News. Here we source the main media outlets that cover Nintendo. Outlets such as Nintendo Everything, Nintendo Life, Game Explain, Nintendo Today, Nintendo Enthusiast, and more. Again, updated every 20 minutes. And don't forget the NCC feed for NintendoChitChat.com. You'll find the latest details here from our website, directly sourced here, all for you. NintendoReport.com, fresh gaming news every 20 minutes. This episode of Nintendo Chit Chat Minute Gaming News is also brought to you by Mastiff Games, bringing you Party Planet on the Nintendo Switch, now available in the Nintendo Switch eShop and exclusively through GameStop.com. Take a look at the trailer.
Mastiff. Taeon.
There's a party, and the whole planet is invited. Except these marauding Vikings. Smash their fleet. Total those totems. Chop chop. Run, jump, fly, putt, and blast through 30 fantastic party games, including Hopper Jump, Bounce for the Win, Fruit Invaders, Who Said Fruit Was Good For You, Super Vegan Anaconda, Super Vegan What, and many more. It's good fun for up to 4 players, and it's on Nintendo Switch.
Today's episode is also brought to you by NintendoChitChat.com, for the love of gaming. NintendoChitChat.com is your main community hub and resource for Nintendo fans. Register for free today and gain access to our live chat rooms, gain access to our forums to post new content and comment on our blog articles too. We have a full blog section for our unique interviews, news articles, and much, much more. We have a full member section, activity feed, achievements, and tons more to explore. NintendoChitChat.com, for the love of gaming. Check it out today and make your free account. All right, everybody, we are back in action. We're going to do a little poll for you guys as well. So stay tuned for our poll. How are you guys in chat? Enjoying episode 2 of Nintendo Chit Chat Minute Gaming News? Do appreciate it. So I want to have you guys participate tonight in a poll. This is a pretty simple one too. So you'll see the poll appear here in chat in about a second or two. This is a pretty simple question though. I was curious, all the games coming out on the Switch, both in the eShop and of course physically too. Do you guys prefer physical or digital? What is your preference? So the chat is now officially, should be, in the chat room on YouTube Live, so check that out. You have about 2 minutes to vote. We're going to switch scenes here as well, so you guys can see. Let's see here, our poll should show up, hopefully. I don't know if it will or not on screen, but you guys vote away, and we'll get the results here in a few moments. Got like a minute and a half left on the poll, so go vote now. I do prefer physical myself. I like collecting things and having a physical version that I can feel, maybe give to somebody to trade with or borrow, but you gotta have digital too, because some games aren't available in physical format, unfortunately, so. Alright, you guys in chat can let me know who the winner is. I'm gonna go physical all the way. Maybe I should vote too. You guys can handle it. As we get that going with the poll there for you guys, we have another article to talk about today on the episode, for episode 2. And this will be the biggest upcoming 3DS games of 2018. So, Samantha, welcome back. How are you?
Good.
Good. So yeah, welcome back to the episode once again. A little commercial break. We are back live. So yeah, biggest upcoming 3DS games. When you wrote this article, was it hard to find games for 2018?
It wasn't hard to find games, but it was hard to make the article games of 2018 and not the only 3DS games of 2018.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And of course, I think everybody knows now we added one to this list just today, which we can talk about in a little bit. But yeah, the first one here in the article, this is Radiant Historia. This is the perfect chronology on the 3DS. And tell us more about this.
Well, the original Radiant Historia came out in 2011 for the DS. It's a turn-based role-playing game that deals with time travel.
Awesome.
Like switch between two different timelines. This is not like you're going back in time exactly, but you're switching between the two and working between the two timelines to get new.
Cool.
To be able to progress in one, you have to do things in the other.
Right.
And it's getting a remake now called Chronology for the 3DS. And it's also adding a third timeline scenario.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So an additional story?
Yes. I don't know exactly how extensive it's going to be, but apparently they considered changing the original, but decided to leave those alone and instead add a new scenario.
That sounds pretty exciting. And this is through Atlas. Atlas has really been doing a great job on the 3DS. They still continue to do so as well, as you guys can tell if you go to this article on our website. So that comes out on February 13th, so about a month away.
Yeah.
And then the next game is the Shin Megami Tensei. This is Strange Journey Redux or Redo. I'm not sure how you say that. Redux, I guess it is. Is that right?
So,
and what's this game all about?
well, this is another one from Atlas. We're going to be talking about them a lot.
Yes.
And this one is a dungeon crawler in the Shin Megami Tensei series. And this is also one that was a DS game in 2010. And so now they're porting it with some a new route, a new character, some new artwork.
Awesome. And yeah, this looks pretty interesting. There's so many games to come out. I'm not sure even I even want to get it or not, just because I have so many games to play already, especially with RPGs. It's like, and I think a lot of these in 2018 are going to be RPGs as well. It looks like from the article, at least for now. Cool. So that is coming out in 2018. And we also have The Alliance Alive, and this has been on my radar for a while. This was announced quite a little while ago, last year or something. I forget when it was announced. You know when it was announced?
When was it announced? Let me see.
I feel like we've been talking for like a long time about this game.
Yeah.
It just feels that way. I'm not sure if
I'm not sure when it was announced.
Okay, no problem.
It came out last year in Japan.
Okay, so that might be a little bit too. Okay, it came out last year, so it's being localized then. What's
Right.
The Alliance Alive all about?
Well, this one is by the same developers that made The Legend of Legacy, which had a mixed reception, but they took a lot of the feedback from that The Alliance Alive, including people didn't like how The Legend of Legacy really didn't have much of a focus on story. So The Alliance Alive is another traditional style turn-based role-playing game, but it's going to have more of an emphasis on the story, gameplay improvements based on the feedback to The Legend of Legacy as well. And it has 9 different main characters.
Wow. That sounds like it's a pretty complete game then. Awesome. And this releases then on March 27th, I guess in North America then. Awesome. Okay. So Anita posted that both won for our poll, so that's pretty cool. You guys wanted to have both physical and digital, which I guess is necessary. I guess you would prefer both of those. I guess I can see that because you have to have digital games for some of these games. Otherwise, you can't play some of them. So that's cool. Thanks for voting the poll, chat room. So speaking of more games from Atlas, there's an untitled Etrian Odyssey game, correct?
Yes, we don't know for sure that's coming out in 2018, but they're going to announce it this spring. and it's going to be the last Etrian Odyssey game on the 3DS.
Okay, so I guess that's more of like a waving goodbye to the 3DS in 2018 then, it seems, for them.
Yes, there's a lot of people thought the previous one might be the last one, but there's going to be this last one as well.
We have just one more for you all out there. That's cool. All right, guys, and then, of course, a lot of the chat room has been waiting and talking about this already in chat. Do you guys in chat know what's next? Let's see, get some comments here. What game do you think is next for us to talk about here in 2018 for the 3DS? The biggest releases that we know about now. In chat room, let us know. I'll read those comments in a little bit here. Of course, they should know. It was announced, I think, today. Is that right?
Yes.
And this is Detective Pikachu. Was this already out in Japan or not?
Not exactly. In 2016, there was a Detective Pikachu game on the eShop only, but that was actually only part of the story. It ended with a to be continued. And this new game, Detective Pikachu, is going to be the complete story. So it's going to include everything from 2016's game, as well as the new story content to wrap everything up.
Awesome. And of course, alongside of this, we had an amiibo coming for this game as well, Detective Pikachu amiibo. And what makes this amiibo special?
This is a giant amiibo. It is much larger than other amiibos.
Yeah, I guess I saw the picture with like the centimeters, whatever they were measuring in, and it looks like it was almost twice as large as the regular size amiibo. So is the price going to differ, I wonder? We don't quite know the price yet, do we?
I don't think so. I don't think they've released the price yet. But it probably, since it's bigger, it probably will be a little more expensive.
Yeah, I figured it'd probably be maybe $5 more or something, maybe a few bucks more. Who knows? I guess we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, the amiibo looks really awesome. Like I said, it's about twice the size of your standard amiibo. So if you have amiibo, think about one about twice as big. And we're seeing some comments in chat saying $30. Wow. So Fluffy, Oscar both say $30. So okay. Thanks for that. It sounds a little bit pricey to me, but we'll see. We'll see what it does too. Is there any idea of what the amiibo actually does for the game?
It will unlock little video clips from the chapters that you've already completed, and the impression they're going to be humorous, but they will also contain hints as to what you should be doing.
Okay. That sounds pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure if the $30 here is just people guessing what it's going to be, or if they saw a price for it or not. Katetsu says, I say 20. Yeah, $30 seems high. If that's official, let me know. It just seems high to me for $30, but you could be right. Who knows? But it looks fun. And this is by the Pokemon Company, of course. Detective Pikachu coming to the 3DS in 2018. And I can't think of who's the voice actor who is doing the work for Detective Pikachu?
I don't think we know yet, because it's from the trailer. It's not the same as, there's going to be a movie too, and it's not the same voice.
So it's different. Okay, cool. For the movie, who, I forget his name. Didn't he play Deadpool or something? I forget. I don't know.
I think it might be. Let me look it up.
Is it Reynolds or something? I forget. You guys in chat know the voice actor. He's a pretty famous.
Ryan Reynolds.
There you go. Ryan Reynolds. Cool. Okay. It was on the tip of my tongue. There you go. Christina says, yeah, Ryan Reynolds, awesome. We have Fluffy in chat checking on the price of the amiibo too. So let me know if you find that. But it looks pretty interesting, like a fun little game. This is probably the last game for the Pokemon Company, the 3DS. Could you say that's right or not?
Could be, although I wasn't expecting them to even announce a new game today. So
right.
Maybe they will have more games.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll do like a holiday game or something still. We don't, who knows when this is coming out. Well, actually, no, March 23rd is coming out. So we have this in the beginning of the year. So they could do something maybe at the end of the year too. We'll see. But it looks like the 3DS is still going to be hanging on and alive here in 2018. But we have a few more
role-playing games.
Yeah, lots of role-playing games. So if you guys are fans of RPGs, the 3DS is your system. But of course, the Switch is now too. Very awesome, Samantha. We also have a few little smaller titles. Do you want to mention those as well for this article?
Sure. The few other ones that are coming to the 3DS this year are Shakedown Hawaii, Dylan's Rolling Western, The Dead Heat Breakers, The Way of Sushido, and possibly Dragon Quest 11. We know Dragon Quest 11 is coming, but they haven't said which versions are being localized.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully we get the localized version and this year. That would be really, really nice to kind of fill out the 3DS schedule. And I was going to say something for something was announced. Snack World, I think, is coming to the Switch in Japan. Did you hear about that as well?
Oh yes, I did see it though.
Yeah, I think that was like today I heard that, so it's probably very recent news. We didn't actually really cover that at all, but now wasn't that originally a 3DS game?
Yes, it was a 3DS game that came out in Japan. It was also some sort of multimedia thing, I believe. They were having like a movie time and everything.
And I think it used like a lot of NFC, correct? Like amiibo-esque type things, yeah.
Collectible figurines.
Right. Awesome. So Snack World, that's level 5, right? Are you still there, Samantha? Oh, wait. I think we lost your audio. Are you still there?
Can you not hear me?
Okay, there we go. We can hear you now. Yep. Yeah, I was asking, is Snack World level 5? Oh.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but that's okay. We're kind of near the end of the episode anyway, so I think we pretty much completed all of the articles by Samantha, guys. So make sure you guys go to NintendoChitChat.com and check out the articles. Our news article for the week, January 7th through the 13th. It's an organic article, so it's kind of updated as news comes to us. And, of course, there is plenty of news this week, and they are confirming level 5. Thank you, Christina. And yeah, creators of Yokai Watch. Awesome. And I believe that's level 5's first game on the Switch, Snack World. So there you go. That's super cool. All right, Samantha, thank you very much. Any last little words or give us a little plug for yourself as well?
Oh, well, as I mentioned last time, I have a website. It was actually down all week, but it's up now and running again, so that's good.
Good. I'm happy about that.
And I believe the link is actually in the video description.
Yeah, that's right. We have your website there for your personal writing and business website. So check that out, guys, in the description below. And Samantha, thank you so much. We'll see you, I guess, next week.
All right.
All right, everybody say goodbye to Samantha in chat. And that was really awesome. A full episode 2 here for you guys of Nintendo News. Don't forget, guys, we have, of course, our Party Planet game giveaway for the next 3 weeks by Mastiff Games. Thanks very much to David Bruno there, the media and PR guy there. Thank you very much, David, for this. You guys go to our website, NintendoChitChat.com, enter that contest with digital code this week. We'll announce the winner next week. And then in the next 2 weeks, we have 2 more game giveaways for Party Planet. Check it out on the Switch. I'm Eddy Ray for NintendoChitChat.com. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. I'm out.
You're welcome. Yes.